And let's see what it did here. This will probably be the most difficult piece to get the UVs set. But we still have to drop in our cavities for our eyes, which I want to leave out of the equation right now. And there's the issue of the beak. So I'm either looking at a seam on one side of the head, which is this, the lower portion of the beak, or I split this in half and move and sew it over here to the other side. The good news is that the top of our head is relatively intact. This is the base of the neck. And let's see where that's connecting to. See if there's any pieces I can pull over here. All right, so that's connecting there. So let's see where the base of our neck is. So here, here, and here. All right, that's a little funky, but we can work with it. And this is all the bony protrusion stuff on the back. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out the center line of the beak here. Let's deselect all these extra edges. Let's go ahead and cut that. Then let's go ahead and select everything in here. I want to make sure that I am only selecting what I absolutely need. That's for the interior of the mouth. Let's make sure that we have no edges selected over here, and I'm pretty sure we do. There it is. Let's deselect that. There we go. And let's move and sew. Not so pretty. Let's deselect these guys right here. And let's move and sew again. There we go, it's a little better. Let's take this entire piece and let's do an unfold. Doesn't look like it's doing it too well. So what I'm going to do instead is let's go ahead and take this whole piece. Let's just manually move it over here, and I'm going to rotate it and see how we can best fit this. The other option is to get this one side that we like looking good and then doubling over the geometry and re-welding it, which I'm not crazy about, but if we don't get a nice result here, I might just end up doing that. See if we can just unfold this piece and see what happens. That's a little better shape. We still got some jagged stuff in here, and we still got this to contend with. Let's see what area this is, the beak. Alright, so we're looking at that very tip right there, moving into the interior. Let's try this one more time. So again, I want to make sure nothing is selected over here. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and also deselect this here. And now let's try moving so. Still got the same issue. So what I'm going to do, since this is just on the interior, I'm going to go ahead and move these guys in. So let's grow our selection here. Control right click. Let's grab that guy and that guy. Let's bring that out here, just so it's that our border edges aren't overlapping. Shift, drag, select, and relax it out. Alright, so we're going to have a little bit of funkiness over here, but I'm going to go ahead and live with it. I'll save my perfection for our next character. Right now I just want to get this job done. Alright, looking for overlapping right here. Got a little merge guy right there. Matching on that side. Alright. You know, now that I have this whole thing done, I'm going to try another unfold and see what we get. Yeah, not so much. Alright. Not doing that. Alright, I'm going to call that done. Let's go ahead and move this off over here to the side. Now, let's do the task of bringing in our cavities. And then we can call head complete. I'm going to go ahead and leave the interior and the tongue separate. You know, with a human head, I'd probably take the interior of the mouth and make it all one. From what I'm seeing here in the tongue, I'm not going to want that to be the same piece as this, and I don't want this involved in here just because it's too funky. So my seams are a little bit different on an animal face than they would be, say, on a human head. The primary thing is I want to make sure that I will be able to read these when I bring them into Photoshop so I can do some manual painting. Alright, so these are our eyes. There we go. Let's just move and sew those. We'll deal with the overlap in a moment, which means these are our nostrils. Let's move and sew those. Now let's go to UV again, shell border,